In this session, we're going to be focusing on how to put in doors and put in windows. We're going to be scaling the doors, scaling the windows, rotating the doors, rotating the window to face the right direction, depending on where the doors are facing. First thing is, make sure you log into Google SketchUp, Google SketchUp for School using Google Chrome. Make sure you're using Google Chrome. Do not use Safari. For some reason, Safari is not working to allow to download components. So make sure you go onto Google Chrome, which is going to be this one here. If you don't have Google Chrome set up, what you want to do is click on the Finder, go to Application, make it a list so you can see it better. Just find Google Chrome. So find Google Chrome, which is here, drag that down to the docking station, and you should be able to open it and find it pretty easily. Okay, now that you're logged into Google Chrome and Google SketchUp for School, you're going to be able to now find something called components. And components are going to be the fourth icon down. Is this guy here. If you hover over it and give it a second, it should say component. There it is. If you click on it once, you're going to see something called Home. Home is going to be just things that exist in your model already, and the right hand side is something called 3D Warehouse. 3D Warehouse is a search engine that allows you to find different components that someone have already created and uploaded onto their warehouse for you to use. A lot of these things are free, so you can just go ahead and type in the things you want. For example, I type in door. Here are many options for doors. So my front door, I'll be making it different than my interior doors. So if I have exterior door, I'm gonna have make sure that my exterior door is gonna be different than my interior door. So let's say I like this door here as an as an exterior door. I'm gonna click on that door, just the picture itself, and it should load automatically into the space. The problem is a lot of time the door is not scaled correctly, it is not done correctly. So what you want to do first is to figure out, is it facing the right direction? In this case, it is facing the right direction. But if it's not, you're going to use the move tool, M for move, go on top and find the little red dot. Here's the little red dot. When you hover over to the red dot, you should see a compass on top, allowing you to click once and move your mouse to rotate. The degree on the bottom you want to be conscious of is 0, 90, and 180, plus a negative 90, plus a negative 180 as well. So this will allow you to rotate the door and rotate the window. So notice how this is a key lock. So I want it to be this way instead. So I want to make sure it's 0. There it is. So notice there's a key lock over here. So that allows me to know where is the front of the door, meaning the outside. Now that I have it facing the right direction, what you can do next is you're going to go ahead and use something called scale. Scale is located. Scale is located. Let me find out where it's at. Here it is. It's located in the move tool. It is the last one down. So if you hover over it, letter S is for scale. So I'm gonna go ahead and press S, click on the object I want to scale. These called nodes at the end. If you grab the icon on the corner, the little node in the corner, this will scale proportionally. What we want to do is want to scale it all the way down, very small, like tiny, compared to the doorway. Then what we're gonna do is you use the M for move tool. And you're gonna move the object at the corner. So find the corner. That will allow you to move the door to the corner. Now that you have that, we're gonna press S for scale again. And this time, instead of grabbing it from the corner to scale proportionally, we're gonna grab it from the top, middle, to scale it up to the little line and point at the line. We'll do the same thing to the side. Click, drag, and click. And that will allow you to make sure that the door fit perfectly. Okay, because all the windows are the same size, we really just need to choose one window, scale it, and then be able to copy it and then continue to rotate it. So let's try that real quick. That way I can show you how to make a copy as well. So type in window and then choose a window that you like. My recommendation is choose one that has one panel or two panels and not something this large, because our window is going to be choosing 3 feet in dimension. And if you have two of these, that means you have two windows. Okay, let's take a look at which one I want. I'm going to go ahead and just choose this one here for an example. So I'm going to click once. Notice how this window pane is facing the wrong way, because I think the front side is this way. So the first thing I need to do is to scale it. To rotate it. So I'm going to use the move tool, M for move, go on top find the little red dot, click once, and rotate this all the way around until you see 0 or 180 or 90. In this case, it's going to be 0. I'm going to press S for scale, grab the corner and scale it, make it smaller first, just like the door. M for move, grab it from the corner and move it to the corner. We are going to scale 1 and we're going to make a copy of it to make it correct. Go ahead and type in S for scale again. Find the middle top, click and drag it to the top. Same thing here. Find the middle side, click, drag, and drag it to the side to the line. But notice how thin this window is. I want to make it thicker, so I'm gonna grab from the middle back and drag it to the middle of this line, just like that. So now I have myself a window pane that looks like this. Of course, I can go in and paint colors later. Now I want to make a copy of this. So how do we make a copy? We're going to use the move tool again. I'm going to click on M for move. Then I'll press the option key on the keyboard. Notice how there's a little plus sign that comes up next to the little the move tool. I can now grab from a point I want to copy from, which I want to move this window to here. So I need to grab it from this point because I want to move it to this point. That will allow me to make a copy. I'll do that one more time. Option, a little plus sign comes up. Click it once and drag it to where you want it to be and literally just snap it to the corner. The most important thing is just grab from the corner, because if you aren't grabbing from the corner, then you can't really move it to a corner. I'll do that again to this side, and I want to go ahead and do a rotate as well. So let me show you how to do rotate on this side. Again, use the move tool, go on top, click once, drag, and rotate using 0, 90, and 180 on the bottom right here. So in this case, I say -90, that's perfect. Grab from the corner using the move tool and move it into this allocation. Press option on the keyboard, little plus sign will appear, allowing you to make a copy using the move tool. You will do this for all of your doors and window. Once you're done, we're going to move on to adding material.